Hey, back again to talk about safety, and safety as not being an option, but it's a requirement here at True Light. And why? Because we care about you, we care about the customer, we care about their property, we care about all things, because we're not only are we required, but we're commanded to love. If we love our people and we love our customers, we want to make sure that we work safely and we care for their property, because guess what? We can have fires through unsafe work. We're working with natural gas where we can be exposed to all different types of hazards like carbon monoxide. There's just gas leaks that can cause explosions and fires. There's so many things, if we're not careful, that can cause problems. So remember that there's electricity we work with, and it's not just about a fire, but through gas, but even through electricity, fires can happen. And not only that, we can get electrically shocked, and have a heart attack or something based on that. So there's so many dangers in working around these types of systems. So we don't want to get careless. We don't want to get comfortable working around these things. We always want to use best practices and the best safety procedures. And those things will be taught as we go forward, as far as how to test for leaks, how to test for carbon monoxide, how to test for all these things that could be hazards. Also, when we're prepping, that we're prepping properly. We're keeping water away from electricity and not standing in water with electrical cords hanging down, on the floor. And so there's different safety procedures that we do whenever we work on an appliance, whenever we work on a grill, or whenever we work on a fireplace. Sometimes we have our hands in confined spaces where it's real tight, where we can cut our hands. I have a lot of scars and wounds to prove that, but we want to work safe. We want to be able to not learn from mistakes, but learn from growing in knowledge and understanding on how to put your hands on a thing correctly, and how to wear the proper PPE, the personal protection items. If you need gloves, if you need goggles, there's different things that you want to make sure you have when you're working with different types of tools or different types of environments. So again, it's not an option, it's something we have to do. I'm going to read a couple of things off the sheet so that we don't miss anything, but we want to remember that this includes leak testing, carbon monoxide awareness, venting inspections, electrical awareness, and proper shutdown procedures. Anytime you're working on electrical, you want to pull out the plug. It's as simple as that. You don't want to work on electrical items because you can fry things whenever you have electricity running through your system. Even if it's low voltage, you want to pull the plug so you work on it with the electricity off, okay? So the other things are, if you're unsure, we don't want you to be prideful. We want you to be willing to find out the answer, and not necessarily be prideful and try to do it anyway. So ask questions, slow down, verify, communicate, and never let pride create dangerous situations. One mistake in this trade can create havoc, okay? Property damage, injuries, carbon monoxide exposure, fire hazards, or even worse, you can burn down a whole house. Somebody could die in a fire. So it's important for us to use safety procedures. And it's because we care. And I want you to care as you're part of this team, because we care together, we love together, and we succeed together. Have a great day.